Hi mathematicians, I want to do one more factor and cancel for rational expressions. And again, let's not be afraid of the term rational expression. It's just fancy for fraction, right? So we have the limit as x approaches b of x minus b raised to the 50th power. Rest of the expression negative x plus b or minus x plus b. And clearly, if we were to plug in b here, we would get 0 in the denominator. So we need to check to see if we can factor and cancel. So I want to factor out a x minus b. And I see I have that here, but I don't quite have that here. Right, but is there a way I can force it over here to look just like this? So let me rewrite it and see if maybe you can see what I see. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to a plus minus x plus b, like that. Okay, and so I have the opposite of what I have down here. Right up here I have a negative x, I have a positive x, I have a positive b, I have a negative b. So I'm going to go ahead and factor out a negative 1 from here. So this is going to become the limit and you're like, wait a minute, hold the phone. Did you do anything illegal? And no, I didn't do anything illegal. If you notice, if I, oh, there we go. Thank you for seeing that. Right? Factored out the negative 1, that becomes a positive, that becomes a negative. If I were to distribute this negative 1 back in, I would get negative x plus b. Right? So we'd have the same thing back. So we haven't done anything illegal. And now we have the same factor in the denominator as we have in both terms of the numerator. And so now we can factor out an x minus b. So this becomes the limit of x approaching b of x minus b to the 49th minus 1 times x minus b. This is actually going to become a 1. Right? So again, we factored out an x minus b here, so this became a 49. This x minus b became a 1. This x minus b becomes a 1. And so if I clean this up, you get x minus b to the 49 minus 1. And so then the limit of this equals b minus b to the 49 minus 1 equals 0 minus 1 equals minus 1. Okay? So here we started with this expression up here. You never thought that you were going to get a number for an answer, probably. Right? And so again, as soon as we saw that the denominator was going to be 0, we asked ourselves, can we factor and cancel? And we noticed that this is the same as adding a negative x plus b. And then we could see that this is the opposite sign as our denominator. So to make that work out, we went ahead and factored out a negative 1. That made that instead of a negative x, a positive x. Instead of a positive b, a negative b. And so we then ended up with a x minus b on top, x minus b on top, x minus b on top. We could now factor that out. And in doing so, this reduced to x minus b to the 49th. This reduced to 1. This reduced to 1. Plugged in b, 0 minus 1. -1 for our answer. All right. I hope this is helpful in your mathematical journeys.